Okay, so the false card you've got for your past is the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, this is obviously this is the slow card. It's the sensible card. It can be a bit stagnant as well. So I think this is what I'm seeing. This is a card, and I think yeah, obviously this is a card. This is a card reminding you to slow down and be steady, not be so up and down, because what I'm getting here is very, very, I'm really feeling this, it's almost like your emotions are running things for you right now. You're not like this all the time. You do have a tendency to go up and down in your emotions. You're quite an emotional person. But at the moment, it feels like emotions are running you right now. Now, obviously, this isn't for everyone. This is just what I'm seeing here. And this card's telling you to be steady if you can. Now, I know it's easier said than done when you've got emotions. Everyone has them. Because what I'm getting here is I'm seeing a few different things here. So I'm seeing some goals. You've got money goals, because all of these cards in your past have money. So I'm seeing money goals here. I'm also seeing lots of health around this, health goals. So it might be that, your doctor said you have to do this and that or whatever. It might be that you're doing exercise. Could be any kind of thing, but it's very important to you. It's not just like, oh, I want to, lose a bit of weight or whatever, get a bit fit. No, this is a serious thing. So you've got health, which is serious to you, and or important to you, I should say, and you've got money. So you've got these two goals. Now, at the moment, what's happening is you start with these things, you've started with these two things and other things as well. But this is what's happening now. You've got this, you start off being really, really enthusiastic. Right, I'm determined, I'm going to do this. So you've got money, health, other things as well. And then, of course, the first thing is progress isn't linear. So things go up and down. You have good days and bad days. But I think with you let yourself get a bit down. And then when you let yourself get down, then you go off the wagon or you go backwards or whatever it is. So your emotions are really driving you. Now, in the beginning, when you're all enthusiastic, it's great that your emotions are driving you because you're determined. But then no one can keep up that level of enthusiasm, for one. And then, like everyone, your emotions go up and down. And I think they're even more up and down right now. There's a retrograde, might be that, I don't know, whatever it is. So the first thing I want you to know is if you've fallen off, if you've gone off track, if you're all emotional, if you've gone upset, then you go off track, and then you're even more upset at yourself because you've gone off track and you have to start all over again. What I want you to know first is it's a pause. It's not the end. If you're frustrated, don't let any of that stop you. Just don't give up. Yes, you're going to have stops and starts. You're going to have bad times, all that kind of thing. Whatever you do, don't give up. If you don't totally give up, you'll get to the end. You will get to the end of this. And that's the promise of this card. This knight's holding this coin up and it's right in front of him. He knows he can get there. He knows there's work in front of him. This is a workhorse, but he's got the coin there. He knows it's there. He knows he can get it. So with your health, with this money goal that you've got or whatever this is, might be a job goal, might be a business, see if you can find a way where, I know it's really hard, you can't totally override your emotions, but see if you can manage them, or see if you can manage the dialogue that you have about your emotions. So you can say to yourself, okay, I'm going to have this emotion. It's not going to stop me. I know I'm going to have these ups and downs. I'm just going to keep going. And I know that if I keep going through this down, I will get through this. I might not be perfect. Things are going to go wrong, but I'll be proud of myself because I got through that moment. So you've got to tell yourself something like that. Might not be that might be kind of cringy and silly to you, whatever it is, whatever suits you, whatever works for you. I know it's not easy. We're not machines. We're not robots. Feelings are there and they affect us. They affect me all the time. But, you're going to get this reward. You're going to get this reward. Look at this coin. This might help you as well. If you feel a bit down again, if you're like, oh, I'm going to give up, this is terrible. Remember this coin. That's the promise. That's the promise that you are going to get through this. You are going to get there. But I really, really think lately, your moods have if this is you, if this is resonating, your moods have taken over a lot of other things in your life, and you're kind of rolling up and down with the waves and the hills, rather than, you know, just staying steady. And I know it's hard. I know it is really, really hard. I wish I had the answer for you. I wish I could click my fingers and say, oh, you won't have any emotions. But emotions are a part of you because you're quite a sensitive person, you're a passionate person. So you don't want to lose that side of you. But it's just when, you know, you've got a goal and you're working towards something, and you have to be a little bit of a machine or a workhorse like this horse here. That's when you're a bit off. That's when you get a bit, you know, backtrack and you get put off, if that makes sense. Okay, so the next card you've got for your past is the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, money again, money and health. So you're trying to improve those areas and other things as well. I'm getting that here again. So, you know, this has shown you again, really try to focus on your goal. You know, try to focus. You know, there'll always be ups and downs. There'll always be things happening. But if you look at both of these cards, if you look at this card and the Knight of Pentacles again, they're both totally focused on the coin. You know, they're all in this, they've got these landscapes around them, they've got things going on around them, but they're not looking at any of those things. They're totally focused on the coin. So that's another thing you've got to think about. Totally focus on what's ahead of you, on what you want. Again, yeah, you've got some big money goals. You've got some big money goals coming up. So many coins here. They're all over your past. They're everywhere. And this is a really nurturing, really, really caring card. Okay, this is interesting. Might not resonate with anyone, probably everyone. Anyone, well, might not resonate with anyone, I don't know. But with all these ups and downs in your emotions, you know, I think sometimes you can get really down. Not all the time, but sometimes you can. And I hate using this word, but I'm seeing this, so I have to say it. Unworthy. If you start to feel unworthy when you're really down, just know you're not. You're not unworthy. You're absolutely not. You know, it doesn't matter where you are in your goals. It doesn't matter if you go right back to the start again. You're not unworthy. You've just had a setback. Keep going. Never, ever, ever give up. You're extremely capable. You really are. You're just, if this is what you're going through right now, you're just going through some setbacks. You're just, you know, you're just letting your emotions go and kind of rule things right now. That's what I'm getting. And it happens to everyone. It happens to everyone. Yeah, and I get this a lot in your readings, actually. There's this mother figure or this parent figure. And obviously this is a mother, and the coins representing a child. So it might be that that's where this comes from. It might come from your childhood. It might be that you didn't get the encouragement or something. It might be coming from that. I don't know. Because, yeah, I saw this in your last reading. Relatives and family and being careful of who you talk to and all that. So there's that here as well. You might have to do some inner work. You might have to do some kind of meditation or therapy if it's really bad to get yourself through whatever this is. Because this might be at the core of what's at these emotional ups and downs. I don't know. This is a very heavy reading. I know I can see that already. It's getting there. But, you know, the thing I have to tell you is you are going to reach your goals. No matter where you are now, even if you're in a hole right now at the bottom of the garden down there, you're going to get out and you're going to reach your goals. You are. You absolutely are. Just know that. Just know that. And know that you're capable. Know that you're powerful. And if you've got a relative or you've got a parent figure or someone like that, and they've put you down or they've made you feel bad, it's because you've got this power and you can do this and you can get ahead, and you can probably get ahead of where they are. So it might be something like that as well. I don't want to be horrible to people, but I'm getting a bit of that too. A little bit of jealousy, might be sibling rivalry. I don't know, there's something like that. Ignore that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about where they are. Don't worry about where everyone is in the, on the racetrack. You're not on a racetrack. You're on your own racetrack and you're going to where you want to go. It's separate from everyone else. So just focus on that. So that's what I'm seeing there. Again, you will get there. You will get there. Okay, there's something else here. Yeah, it feels like someone's sitting with something, sitting with a problem, sitting with thoughts, sitting with their thoughts, holding on to something. It's something that's quite fragile. They can't quite let this out because it's very fragile. Again, this is a mother and a child, and so she's looking at this coin, and obviously babies are very fragile. You have to take care of them. And of course, you know, yeah, because this person doesn't want to let this out yet. This person's not ready to tell you whatever this thing is. They've got something to tell you. They're not ready to tell you. Because, you know, with this baby that I'm seeing, this mother and child thing, when you have a baby, you don't let it straight out into the world. Obviously, you don't have a baby and then say, out you go into the world. No, of course, you have to take care of them. You have to do everything for them. And then gradually they learn more and they grow and they go to school or whatever they do eventually. So it looks like what's happening is someone's got something that's quite fragile, quite sensitive. They want to let this out. They want to say this to you. They want to tell you what this is, but they're not ready. They're still nurturing this. They're still thinking about this. They're waiting until the time's right for this thing to come out to you, to be ready to come out. So that's what I'm seeing. They're not quite ready. Now I'm seeing love here. So this might be a love connection, I think. And so if you're feeling as if, you know, you've got this partner and they're acting a little bit differently or whatever, that's probably why this is. So yeah, they've got something to tell you. That's what I'm seeing. They're not quite ready, but it's going to come out. They're going to tell you. You know, babies have to leave eventually. They have to grow up and leave. And so that's what's going to happen. This thing that they have to tell you is going to be ready to come out and into the world and into your world so that you know what this is. So that's what I'm saying. You are going to find this out. Okay, so the last card you have your past, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, again, keep on working toward these goals. I'm seeing lots of health here, lots and lots of health, money as well, big goals. You know, this man's planted this seed, he's watered it, he's nurtured the seed, and look at the result. So yeah, you're heading towards some kind of very big goal, definitely money here. It's all over this in the past. So don't stop. That's the other message here again in this card. Same thing again. And again with this relationship, yeah, I am getting a little bit of frustration here, and it's probably coming from you because I keep on getting this waiting, kind of knowing something's not quite right. But again, they're going to open up. They're going to open up at some time. I'm seeing a bit of deja vu here. I don't know if this was in your last reading or another one or in the past or something, but obviously this has been going on for a while where you've been waiting to hear what this is. All I can tell you is the outcome feels positive because, you know, this is all about growth. And if this is this relationship, they want growth with you. They want growth. And I think they know that to be able to grow with you properly, they need to be honest. They need to be open. So that's what they're thinking about. I think they're kind of thinking, well, if they haven't come out with this yet, they might have. They might be thinking, well, I do want this person. I want to grow with them. I want to grow together with this person, but I'm going to have to come out with this and be totally honest if that's going to happen. How am I going to do this? How am I going to say this? So that's the kind of thing I'm getting that's coming from them right now, if they haven't already told you this. Okay, so the first card you've got for your present is the Moon. Okay, so this is a very, very deep reading so far. This is a really deep card. You know, it's all about internal feelings, deep feelings, and you know, it's all over this so far. You're going through all these emotions, very deep emotions right now. I think in your past you have been through some kind of very, very deep, dark emotions. It might even be depression. It might be that deep, might not be, but it's very deep. I don't know whether you're going through that same thing now. You're going through ups and downs, but definitely in the past I'm seeing some kind of very, very isolating, deep, dark feelings. You know, people around you saying, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? And you can't even answer them. You don't know what's wrong. If you knew what was wrong, you'd be able to do something about it. So it's that kind of deep, very isolating feeling. And yeah, this is a very deep reading actually. So if you're feeling like this now, I don't quite get that you are. You might be, but it feels like you're going through a lot of emotions, but it doesn't feel like as deep as what you've had in the past, or as difficult as what you've had in the past. That's just the feeling I'm getting around this. But okay, I'm just seeing this. I don't know if this is going to make any sense to anyone, but I'm going to say this. This is what I'm getting. And I don't want to upset anyone. If there's someone you're missing, because I'm getting this big distance between you and someone else. It's not a love connection. I think there was a really, really close connection between you at one time. They're not around you now, not because they don't want to be. So yeah, I can't quite see whether they're on this earth or not. They may not be. Again, I don't want to upset anyone. It looks like you might have had dreams about this person where you spoke to them and they were just speaking to you as normal, just like they walked in the room right now and they said hello and you said hello, and it was just like normal. You know, so that's the kind of dream I'm getting. Now, if this all resonates, see if you can get some quiet time, maybe burn a candle if you can. You don't have to, but something. Try and meditate on this person, thoughts about them, thinking about the good times, times you spent together, things they said. I think if this is you, I think you'll get a lot of comfort from doing that. And whoever this is, they went through a lot of pain in their lives, a lot. And so they understand your emotions, they understand your feelings. Not many people do. That's probably why you miss this person so much. So try and do that if that's what you want to do. But I think it'll bring you a lot of comfort, because it just feels like someone wants to bring you that comfort, but they can't physically do that right now. So I really hope that makes sense to someone. Again, I'm getting this deja vu. I've said something like this before. I've seen something like this before. It might be that you're going through a similar thing, you know, that's dragging on for a long, long time. And because I'm getting a lot of deja vu here. So I don't know if I've seen this in the last reading, the one before that, might be the one before that, I don't know. But I'm getting a really similar feeling that I've had for you before. So just bear with me if I'm being repetitive. I don't know if that's what I'm doing. But you know, if you are getting repetitive messages in readings, it's because a message has to come out to someone. It wants to keep on coming out until someone gets that message. So it might be that, I don't know. It's just a feeling I'm getting, I don't know. Okay, so the next card you've got for your present is Temperance. Yeah, okay, so this is what I'm getting with this love connection. This is if you're in a relationship, obviously. So, okay, so it looks like they're healing from something. It really looks like they're trying to get themselves back into some kind of balance. That's what this card's about as well, balance. After some kind of really difficult time that they've had. Now, they're a lot better than things used to be in their past. There's a bit of hurt there. They're building. Lots and lots of building. They're building themselves up again. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. It might only be for a few people. Might just be for one person. But I have to say this anyway. It doesn't matter. Again, something's going to come out. It feels like it's something about their past. They're hiding whatever this is. It doesn't feel terrible. It's not like they're cheating and they're hiding that. It's nothing like that. You know, sometimes this card's about transformation, you know, transforming yourself from a bad situation to a better one. And that's why I love this card so much. I love this card. And, you know, it's also in the Moon card with this lobster that's coming out of the worst and getting themselves up. So there's that as well. But I think maybe that's what they did in their past. So if you're in a love connection, if you're in a relationship, the person that you know is this transformed person. But they're a different person before this. That's what it feels like. And they might be hiding a lot of what happened before this transformation happened. So they're hiding a lot of what happened in the past. That's what I'm seeing. So when this comes out, and it is going to come out, there is going to be some shock there. And yeah, it feels like it's something that happened a long time ago as well, because I'm just looking back to the Queen of Pentacles where I first saw this, and obviously this is a mother and a child, so Again, it might be something that happened earlier on in their life. So again, if you know what this is about, if this is kind of resonating, it probably isn't yet because they haven't said what this is, or they might have already said this, I don't know. But it is going to be a shock. I am seeing a shock there, but there's positivity. There's positivity, there's growth in this relationship, and you've got the Ten of Cups there as well, and a lot of other really positive cards here. So, yeah, I'm seeing you together. I'm seeing you together at the end of all this. Even if you end up having to take some time out or whatever happens, I am seeing you together at the end of everything. But that's what I'm seeing, I really am. Okay, so the last card you've got for your present is the Ten of Cups. So yeah, everyone knows this. This is an amazing card. It's an amazing card. It's the most positive card for relationships you could possibly ever get, ever. But they're still waiting. They're still waiting. There's patience. This is a process. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time for them to tell you what this is. Then there's more time to process everything. Then there's more time for you to come back again together. So that's what I'm getting. And if you look at this card, there's a barrier. You might not be able to see it. I'm going to lift it up so you can see the whole card. So there's a barrier there. It's like a line between where this family is standing and where this house is. So waiting before the positive ending. So you've got to wait, but there's a positive ending. There's a barrier now. Once they tell you that barrier is broken, and then you've got some time to process this, then you can step over that barrier. And this is what I'm getting in this card as well. It feels like they want this. They want this above everything else. What they want is to be included. They want to be included. They want to be understood. I think they went through a lot of problems in their life, and they've been through a lot of exclusion in their life. Some kind of exclusion, that's what I'm seeing. And that's what they fear the most. And I think that's why it might be taking them a long time to come forward and talk to you, because they fear exclusion. They might fear that you exclude them. So, and that's what this rainbow is about. It's a symbol of inclusion. And that's what they want more than anything. So just keep that in mind. Again, I'm getting déjà vu here. I'm getting déjà vu. You've had a similar thing before. I think it's a situation that's still dragging on from, a week ago or a month ago even. I don't know. I keep on feeling that. I don't know. Anyway, so the first card you've got for your future is the Eight of Wands. Okay, a few different things here.